Wealth is not just what you have. It's what you think, say, and believe every single day. Imagine waking up tomorrow to a life of complete financial freedom. You open your eyes knowing your bills are paid, your goals are funded, and your time belongs entirely to you. What would that feel like? What would it take to get there? For many people, the idea of wealth feels distant, something reserved for a lucky few, an elite class, or those born into opportunity. But here's the truth, wealth is not about chance, it's about choice. And that choice starts in the most powerful place you possess, your mind. Most people think wealth begins with hard work, hustle, and sacrifice. While discipline and strategy absolutely matter, they are secondary to something even more foundational, your belief system. Let me tell you a quick story. The shift that changed everything. Years ago, a man named James was stuck. He had 2 jobs, no savings, and an ever-growing mountain of debt. He believed he was just bad with money. It wasn't until he attended a personal development seminar that he was introduced to the concept of affirmations. The speaker said, "Your bank account is a reflection of your mindset. Change your thoughts, and the numbers will follow." Skeptical but desperate, James began repeating a simple phrase every morning. "I am open to receiving wealth. I create abundance through who I am." He said it with no proof, no plan, just a tiny bit of hope. But over time, something shifted. He started making different choices. He found the courage to pursue new income streams. He paid off his debt in 3 years, started a business, and now teaches others to do the same. What changed? His mindset. His belief in what was possible. You have that same power. This book isn't just about positive thinking or financial advice. It's about learning to command your inner world so that your outer world can finally reflect it. The journey to wealth isn't just about dollars and cents, it's about identity, alignment, and energy. Over the next chapters, you'll discover how to reprogram limiting beliefs around money. Use affirmations to shift your financial reality. Build habits that support lasting wealth. Create a vision of abundance that actually manifests. But for now, here's what I want you to know. You are not broken. You are not behind. And you are never too late to become wealthy. We begin with one powerful choice. To believe that you are capable of creating extraordinary abundance. When most people hear the word wealth, they immediately think of luxury, mansions, designer clothes, expensive vacations, and fat bank accounts. But let me challenge you with a question. Is it really wealth if you have all the money in the world, but no time to enjoy it, no peace in your heart, or no health to sustain it? We've been taught to chase money without understanding what true wealth really is. And that's why many people, even after reaching financial success, still feel empty, anxious, or unfulfilled. Wealth is a state of being. Let's expand the definition. Wealth is not just a number in your bank account. It's not defined by your job title or the car you drive. Wealth is the quality of your life. It's the freedom to wake up without anxiety. The energy to pursue your purpose. The space to spend time with people you love. The confidence of knowing you are creating value and receiving value in return. True wealth includes financial abundance. Yes, money matters. But it's just one piece. Time freedom. Mental peace. Emotional well-being. Loving relationships. physical health, spiritual alignment, a sense of purpose. When these things are in harmony, you feel rich, even if your material wealth is still in progress. Money is a tool, not the destination. Money itself is neutral. It's a tool, a magnifier. It takes on the energy of the person who holds it. If you're generous, it allows you to give more. If you're creative, it gives you space to explore. If you're intentional, it fuels your mission. When you shift your mindset from "I need to get rich" to "I am building a wealthy life," everything begins to align. And here's the secret: the more you focus on living richly, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, the more financial abundance starts to flow. Because abundance responds to alignment. Affirm it: wealth is who I am. Let's affirm a new definition of wealth right now. Say this out loud, with conviction. I am already wealthy in so many ways. My life is rich with purpose, peace, and possibility. I allow financial abundance to support and expand my life. This isn't about pretending you have what you don't. It's about recognizing that you are already building wealth from the inside out. And the outside will follow. In the next chapter, we'll explore why your beliefs around wealth are the foundation of your financial future, and how to shift them in your favor. But for now, take this truth with you. Wealth is who you are becoming, not just what you are earning. Whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford. Wealth doesn't start with strategy. It doesn't start with a budget. It doesn't even start with a high-paying job. It starts with belief. Before money appears in your hands, it must first exist in your mind. Your thoughts, repeated over time, become beliefs. And your beliefs shape every decision, reaction, and habit you have around money. That means if you don't believe wealth is possible for you, it doesn't matter how many books you read or courses you take, your subconscious will always find a way to return you to what feels familiar. The invisible script running your life. Most of us were programmed with financial beliefs long before we had any say in them. Maybe you grew up hearing things like, "Money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy. We can't afford that. You have to work hard for every dollar." These ideas might sound harmless, but over time, they become internal scripts. Unquestioned truths that shape how you see money, success, and yourself. Here's the problem: if your beliefs around money are rooted in fear, scarcity, or shame, you'll unconsciously push wealth away, even when you want it. You'll undercharge. You'll self-sabotage. You'll avoid taking bold steps because some part of you doesn't believe you deserve more. Belief builds behavior. Think of your beliefs like the soil, and your actions like the seeds. If the soil is toxic, no matter how good the seeds are, they won't grow. But if you nurture the soil, if you build beliefs of worthiness, abundance, and possibility, your actions begin to flourish. People who believe they are worthy of wealth take very different actions than those who don't. They ask for the raise, start the business, invest in themselves, see setbacks as feedback, not failure, attract aligned opportunities instead of chasing survival. It's not luck, it's belief in motion. Rewiring your beliefs is possible. Here's the good news. Beliefs are not fixed. You are not stuck with what you were taught. Your subconscious mind can be reprogrammed, and one of the most powerful tools to do that is through affirmations. Affirmations are not just feel-good quotes. They're targeted, intentional statements that help you rewrite your inner script, one word, one repetition at a time. You're not lying to yourself. You're reminding yourself of what's always been possible. Affirm it. I choose to believe in my abundance. Say this out loud, clearly, and confidently. I am no longer available for scarcity. I release old beliefs that no longer serve me. I believe I am worthy of wealth, and I welcome it with open arms. Repeat it. Write it. Feel it. Because here's the truth. You don't get what you want, you get what you believe. Believe boldly. Your wealth is listening. You can't receive what you secretly reject. Unknown. By now, you understand that wealth starts with belief. But even if you consciously say, I want to be wealthy, that desire may be competing with a much stronger subconscious resistance. And that resistance often comes in the form of mental blocks, deep-rooted fears, outdated narratives, and inherited beliefs that quietly sabotage your progress. These blocks are like invisible walls between you and the abundance you desire. And until you become aware of them, you'll keep hitting the same ceiling, no matter how hard you work. Let's break them down. The fear of not being worthy. This is one of the most common blocks. Who am I to have that much money? I didn't come from wealth. I've made too many mistakes. These thoughts may seem rational, but they're rooted in low self-worth, not truth. The reality? Worthiness is not earned by perfection or background. You are worthy because you exist. And your ability to grow, serve, and create value is limitless. Guilt around wanting more. Some people feel guilty just for desiring wealth. They've been taught that wanting more is greedy, selfish, or unspiritual. Here's the truth. Wanting more doesn't make you selfish, it makes you aware. Money amplifies who you are. If you are kind, generous, and value-driven now, you'll do more good with more resources. You can't help others from a place of lack. Wanting abundance allows you to give, lead, and live fully. Fear of success or visibility. It may sound strange, but many people fear success more than failure. Success can bring attention, pressure, or responsibility. The subconscious whispers, if I succeed, people will expect more from me. I might lose friends. I won't be able to handle it. So instead of rising, you stay small to stay safe. But remember, you don't have to sacrifice peace for prosperity. It's not either/or. You get to design a version of success that feels good and sustainable. Scarcity programming. Scarcity programming tells you there's never enough. You have to fight for every dollar. If someone else wins, you lose. This mindset creates fear, hoarding, and constant anxiety around money, even when you're earning well. But abundance says there is always more. More opportunities. More ideas. More wealth to create and share. Life is not a pie with limited slices. It's a bakery. You can always make more. Fear of losing it all. Even successful people often live in fear of losing what they've built. It's the inner voice that says, what if it all disappears? I won't be able to recreate this. This is too good to last. This fear often comes from unhealed trauma or instability in the past. But when you build your wealth on internal stability, belief, skill, mindset, you gain confidence that you are the source, not just the results. Your mindset is malleable. Here's what I want you to know. You are not stuck with these blocks. They are not permanent. Your words become your world. Louise Hay. Imagine speaking something so often and so clearly that it begins to feel true, even before you see the evidence. That's the power of affirmations. Affirmations are not magic spells. They are not wishful thinking. And they're certainly not about pretending life is perfect. Affirmations are tools for transformation. They are intentional, repeated statements designed to rewire your subconscious mind and redirect your energy toward what you want to create. If your beliefs are the soil, and your actions are the seeds, affirmations are the water and sunlight that help your new mindset grow. What are affirmations, really? At their core, affirmations are belief training tools. Your brain is always listening. It doesn't question whether a thought is good or bad, true or false. It just takes what you repeat often and builds habits around it. So when you say, "I'm terrible with money. I'll never get ahead. I'm just not meant to be wealthy," your subconscious hears that as truth and starts filtering your reality to match it. But when you begin to say, "I am learning how to manage and multiply my money. I attract wealth with confidence and clarity. I am worthy of massive abundance," your brain shifts. Your perception changes. And over time, your actions follow. Affirmations help you remember who you really are, before the fear, the doubt, the conditioning. Why do affirmations work for wealth? Wealth is a result. Affirmations target the cause, your belief system. When you use wealth-based affirmations, you're doing three things. Shifting identity, you begin to think like a wealthy person before you become one. Changing emotional frequency, affirmations lift your energy into alignment with confidence, possibility, and gratitude, which attracts more of the same. Training the brain to look for evidence, once you start affirming abundance, your brain begins to notice opportunities, resources, and patterns that support your growth. Science backs this up. Neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to change, proves that repeated thoughts literally create new neural pathways. Affirmations, when practiced consistently, help you build a mental foundation for lasting financial success. How to use affirmations effectively. Here are 5 ways to maximize your affirmation practice. Say them daily, preferably in the morning. Prime your mind before the world gets to it. Speak them out loud, with emotion. Don't just say it, feel it. Emotion strengthens belief. Write them down. Handwriting activates deeper brain regions tied to memory and emotion. Look in the mirror when possible. This adds a layer of self-connection and rewires self-image. Repeat them even when you don't believe them yet. You don't need to believe fully to begin. You just need to commit to the process. I am open to wealth. I am open to abundance. I am open to being financially free. You become what you repeatedly say to yourself. Muhammad Ali. By now, you understand that affirmations are more than positive words. They're tools for rewiring your mind and redirecting your energy. But reading about them isn't enough. You have to use them. You have to feel them. You have to embody them until your mindset matches your goals. This chapter is about practice. Real-time activation. Because when you say the right words with the right intention, your inner and outer world begin to shift, often faster than you expect. Your voice, your power. Let's make something clear. You are not waiting for wealth to show up so you can feel abundant. You're choosing to feel abundant so that wealth shows up. That's how powerful you are. Affirmations create that bridge. The following exercises will help you speak like the version of you who is already wealthy, so that version becomes your reality. Your 5-minute wealth affirmation ritual. Find a quiet space. Stand tall or sit upright. Take a deep breath. Read the following affirmations out loud, slowly, and with conviction. As you speak each one, pause. Let the words land. Imagine them as instructions to your subconscious, because they are. The abundance set, confidence plus openness. I am open to receiving unlimited abundance. Every day, I grow richer in time, love, and wealth. I allow money to support me in living a full, joyful life. Pause. Breathe. Visualize that feeling of freedom and overflow. The financial empowerment set, ownership plus worthiness. I am in control of my money and my mindset. Wealth is attracted to me because I value and respect it. I am worthy of massive financial success. As you say these, feel your posture rise. Own the energy you're calling in. The future self-set, vision plus manifestation. My future is abundant, secure, and beautifully aligned. I take bold, inspired action toward my financial goals. I already have everything I need to become the wealthiest version of me. Picture that version of yourself, confident, calm, and abundant. Step into that image. Bonus affirmation for daily use. This one's simple but powerful. Say it often. I am wealth. I am abundance. I am ready. How to make this daily practice stick. Say your affirmations in the morning to set your mindset. Say them again at night to reprogram your subconscious before sleep. Use a mirror when possible, it builds self-trust. Record your voice saying them and listen while driving or walking. Write one on a sticky note and put it on your laptop, mirror, or fridge. Small actions done daily have a compound effect. Your brain is always listening, so give it something worth hearing. Feel it before you see it. You may be thinking, but I don't feel rich. I don't see any proof yet. That's okay. Affirmations aren't about pretending. They're about priming, getting your energy and identity ahead of your circumstances. You don't affirm to trick yourself. Faith without works is dead. James 2 verse 26. You can say affirmations every morning. You can visualize success. You can believe in your worth. But unless belief turns into action, the results will stay in your imagination. This is the part most people miss. Affirmations don't replace action, they guide it. They shift your mindset so you make better, bolder decisions. They help you become someone who naturally attracts and creates wealth, not by chance, but by consistent, intentional movement. Belief first. Then behavior. Then breakthrough. Let's get something straight. You don't have to wait until you feel 100% confident to take the leap. You don't need to see the entire path to take the first step. And you don't have to have it all together before moving forward. You just have to trust your belief enough to act on it. Each time you affirm your abundance, and then do something that aligns with it, you strengthen that belief and prove to yourself that change is possible. How affirmations lead to action. Let's say you're affirming, "I attract high-value opportunities." You might notice you're suddenly motivated to update your resume, pitch your idea, or raise your rates. You speak more confidently. You stop settling for things that drain your energy. Why? Because you're now thinking like someone who expects success, and that expectation changes your choices. You're not just thinking positively. You're acting powerfully. Examples of aligned action. Here are real-world ways to back up your affirmations with action. Affirmation and aligned action. I am becoming financially free. Create a clear budget, set up automatic savings. I am a magnet for wealth. Network, send emails, ask for introductions. I confidently receive abundance. Raise your prices. Apply for that job. Ask for what you deserve. Money flows to me with ease. Open new income channels, side hustle, investments, or content creation. I am worthy of wealth. Stop undercharging. Say no to unpaid work. Set boundaries. Even small steps compound. Wealth is rarely built overnight, but it is built daily. The power of showing up. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply show up, consistently, and with the energy of someone who is becoming who they say they are. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the right time. Don't wait for perfection. Affirm, then act. Repeat. Refine. Rise. Affirm it. I back my belief with bold action. Say this aloud and let it sink in. I take inspired action every day. My belief fuels my decisions, and my decisions build my wealth. I don't wait, I create. A final reminder. You're not just speaking affirmations to feel better, you're using them to become better. Your mindset is the ignition. Your action is the engine. And together, they drive you directly into your wealth. You will never change your life until you change something you do daily. John C. Maxwell. Big success isn't built in one massive leap. It's built in the quiet, daily rituals no one sees. In your mornings. In your self-talk. In the way you handle the first challenge of the day. If you want wealth that lasts, you must build a life that supports it, not just externally, but mentally, emotionally, and energetically. That's why daily wealth rituals are so powerful. They're the foundation that helps you stay focused, clear, and in alignment with the version of you who creates, receives, and manages wealth with ease. What is a wealth ritual? A wealth ritual is a simple, repeatable practice that strengthens your mindset and prepares you for action. It's not about superstition or routine for routine's sake. It's about training your mind for abundance, grounding your goals in your behavior, creating emotional momentum toward wealth. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day can radically shift your trajectory over time. 5 daily wealth rituals to anchor your growth. You don't need to do all of these every day. Start small. Pick 2 to 3 to begin, and build consistency before expanding. 1. Morning affirmation ritual, 5 minutes. Start your day with clarity and power. Stand in front of a mirror or sit quietly. Repeat 3 to 5 affirmations with intention. Example: I am in alignment with wealth. I attract money and opportunity with confidence. Pro tip: record your affirmations and listen to them while getting ready or commuting. 2. Visualization practice, 3 to 5 minutes. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a vivid imagination and reality. Use that to your advantage. Close your eyes. Picture your wealthy self. Where are you? What do you wear? How do you speak? What are you creating? Feel the emotions as if it's happening now. This sets your inner GPS toward that reality. 3. Gratitude for wealth, 2 to 3 minutes. Gratitude unlocks more of what you already have and aligns your energy with expansion. Each day, write or say aloud 3 things you're grateful for around your current financial state, even small things, like a paid bill or a discount. 1 thing you're grateful for in advance, something you're manifesting. I'm so thankful for the $10,000 opportunity that's making its way to me. 4. Money date, weekly ritual, 15 to 30 minutes. Your money needs attention, not avoidance. Review your bank accounts with curiosity, not judgment. Track income and expenses. Set goals and celebrate progress. Ask, what would a wealthy version of me do this week with money? 5. Journaling prompt, my wealth identity. Once a week, reflect on and write from the perspective of your future, wealthy self. What does your ideal day look like? How do you feel about money? What new beliefs are shaping your financial life? This practice strengthens your identity and speeds up manifestation. At first, they'll ask you why you're doing it. Later, they'll ask you how you did it. By now, you've learned a powerful truth. Wealth starts inside. But when your mindset changes, your money follows. Still, it helps to see this in action, to witness what happens when ordinary people begin doing the inner work of affirmations, mindset rewiring, and aligned action. In this chapter, you'll meet real people, names changed for privacy, who turned their financial lives around not just with hard work, but with intentional thought work that rewrote their reality. Case Study 1, Elena, From Scarcity to Stability. Elena was a 33-year-old single mom working 2 jobs. Her biggest mindset block? I'm not good with money. She always felt behind. Every paycheck was gone before it arrived. She believed wealth was for other people, people who had better luck, more help, or higher education. After being introduced to affirmations through a friend, she started small. Her first affirmation? I am learning to handle money with confidence. She said it every morning while brushing her teeth. Next, she started journaling her expenses. For the first time, she saw where her money was going, not with guilt, but with awareness. That led to her first savings goal, $100. Within 6 months, Elena had paid off 1 credit card, built a $600 emergency fund, landed a better job, she asked for more, and got it. Increased her credit score by 90 points. Now, she teaches her son about money, mindset, and belief. The affirmations didn't just change my money, she said. They changed me. Case Study 2, Marcus, From Playing Small to Scaling Up. Marcus was an entrepreneur with a coaching business. Talented, passionate, but broke. He undercharged. He apologized for pricing. He was afraid to market himself. His affirmations? I create immense value, and I am paid abundantly for it. Money is a mirror of the impact I allow myself to make. He started using these affirmations before every sales call. He raised his prices by 50%, nervous, but committed. And something wild happened. People said yes. More people than ever. Why? Because he believed in his worth, and they could feel it. In 1 year, Marcus, 5 times his monthly income, hired his first assistant, moved into his dream apartment, invested in coaching that took his mindset even deeper. He now runs a 6-figure business and teaches other creatives how to monetize their gifts with confidence and clarity. Case Study 3, Deja, from employee mindset to wealth creator. Deja always played it safe. She worked a steady job and avoided risk. She had dreams, real estate, financial freedom, but the voice in her head said, "That's for people with more money, more connections. Not you." Her first mindset shift came from one sentence. "I am the kind of person who builds wealth." She repeated it daily. She joined a free investing course. She opened her first brokerage account and started investing with $50 per month. The moment you decide to own your future, everything changes. This is the part where most guides end. But for you, this is where something begins. Because wealth is not something you just read about, it's something you now live. You've done the work, examined your beliefs, faced your blocks, spoken your truth, taken aligned action. You've planted new seeds in your mind. Now, it's time to own the identity that creates real, lasting abundance. This final chapter is not a summary. It's your manifesto. It's your declaration. It's your new way of being. What is a wealth manifesto? Your wealth manifesto is a personal code, a declaration of who you are, what you stand for, and how you choose to show up in the world financially, energetically, and emotionally. It's not just something you read once. It's something you become. When read daily, it reinforces your identity. It guides your decisions. It raises your standard. And it reminds you, every time life gets loud, who you really are. Your wealth manifesto. I am the architect of my wealth. I believe in my ability to create, grow, and multiply abundance. I release all scarcity, guilt, shame, and fear. I choose to speak, think, and act like someone who is already wealthy, because I am. I use money as a tool for freedom, joy, and impact. I honor the value I bring to the world. I charge for it boldly, receive with gratitude, and give with intention. I invest in myself, my future, and the causes I believe in. I am no longer available for lack, only for overflow. I walk with faith, focus, and fire. Wealth is not a dream. It is my new normal. And I live this truth daily, with courage, clarity, and confidence. Read this aloud. Stand tall. Own it. Make it your own. You can modify your manifesto. Add to it. Personalize it. Print it. Record it in your voice and listen to it while driving or walking. Make it a living part of your identity. And most importantly, live it. Let it shape how you spend your time. Make your choices. Enter rooms. Set boundaries. Ask for what you deserve. Think about what's possible. Because every day, you are choosing one of two things. your past story, or your future one. Choose the future. Choose your wealth. Final affirmation. Let this be the last and first thing you declare. I am wealth. I am worthy. I am ready. Where to go from here? You've reached the end of this guide, but the beginning of your transformation. Now it's time to revisit your affirmations daily. Practice your rituals consistently. Take bold, aligned action. Surround yourself with abundance-minded people. Say yes to growth, even when it's scary. Remember, wealth doesn't just belong to the lucky or privileged few. It belongs to those who decide to claim it. You've already decided. Now walk like it.